Hi everyone, so welcome to this reading. I know this is a little bit earlier than usual, but because of other things going on today, I had to make this earlier. I had to make this at 1 o'clock. But obviously it'll be saved here, so if you're busy right now, you can watch it later. So it'll be here up on YouTube once we've finished. Okay, so firstly, I received this beautiful deck for Modern Witch Tarot through the post this week. I actually don't know who sent it me. It didn't come with a note or anything. So if you are watching it and you did send it me, then thank you. And please drop me an email so that I can thank you in person. I've really enjoyed using this deck this week. So I've been using it a little bit for client readings, and I really have enjoyed it. So that's the one that we're going to use today. So this is the Modern Witch Tarot. And we're going to use the Romance Angels, and I do have a clarifying deck if we need it for any of the messages. So let me know how you guys are feeling. Now, next week is going to be quite an intense week. So there's a lot going on next week. So as some of you will probably know, we're currently in the Mercury retrograde shadow period, and next week on the 30th, that is when Mercury turns retrograde, which means that there might be some kind of mishaps in communication. There might be some minor frustrations and delays, especially around travel, technology and communication. So try to slow down, use that time to reflect, rejuvenate yourself, use it. It's all the RE words, so you're reflect, reinvent, refocus, rework, redo, reunion maybe, it's all those RE words like I said. So we also have a full moon on the 28th, which means that next week there's quite a lot going on, so you might feel tired, and if you do, then you need to rest. You might feel a little bit triggered as well. It might be a triggering time. So Mercury retrograde affects everyone in different ways. Don't expect the worst. It might be okay for you. You might not experience anything really going wrong. I always think when things like this happen, if we can allow ourselves to slow down with the planetary movement and give ourselves that time to just, move in alignment with that, then actually it can be navigated really quite easily. Now, let us see. I know I usually wait for a few more people to join, but I just want to get really stuck in. Yesterday, I did a live on Sacred Space, and it was honestly amazing. It was the most powerful live that I've done in a long time. There was some really significant messages that came through. So I would definitely recommend watching that. We basically got the message that there's going to be this big conversation that takes place. Anyway, there's loads that came through. So you can also see a little bit of a snippet of that on my Instagram. So I did post a bit yesterday. But today, so the first card here with the Seven of Wands, there's this real grit and determination in the energy today. Some of you feel like you know which direction you want to move in. You're ready to put in the work. I am going to take these cards because I really feel guided towards. The Hierophant, we have Justice, we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so with the Seven of Wands and the Hierophant, I actually really do feel like there's someone here who wants to put in a lot of effort with you. Now, with the Hierophant, this could actually be your divine counterpart. It could be someone here who has a romantic or a business connection with you, but someone wants to put a lot of effort into rebuilding this relationship or friendship, or balancing this out between the two of you. With the Four of Wands, whether this is you or another person, by the end of this, you want to have something really stable and secure with this person. I feel like for many of you, this is changes around your relationships and your home, which you can expect. That seems to be where you want this major shift to take place. It's you want things to either settle down, you want to maybe build a home with someone or move. You're just busy preparing your environment, basically. Now, with the Justice, there is something which hangs in the balance here. I don't know what it is, but I'm being shown something's not being revealed just yet. There's a little bit more information to come here. Once you have this piece of information, you'll be able to maybe see the bigger picture or see more of this picture. Now, I am also getting some of you really need to work hard on your career path right now. Some of you have this purpose you're being pulled towards, and it's really important that you do start focusing on that. You do start fulfilling that. Okay, now they're kind of like the first few messages that I channeled, but now we're going to look into this in a lot more detail. So with the Seven of Wands, there's a situation here, and you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra, but you don't have to be. But they're the signs coming through. Now, I am being given Aries as well. I don't know why I'm being given Aries. I am seeing two people. I do feel like there's two other people in this picture. Okay, so some of you are going to have a decision to make between two people, but it really is going to be two people coming forward. Two friends, two romantic interests, two offers or opportunities, you know, take it as it resonates. But there's two people here, there's, you know, two sides of this scale, two people here, two people here. I really do feel like you're going to have to make a decision between two people or situations or things. There is a choice which needs to be made here. And there is going to be some kind of sorrow here. I feel like someone is going to be very regretful, but it doesn't feel like this is coming from you. I feel like this is someone who is trying to connect with you, who's going to end up feeling a little bit disappointed because, you know, there's this decision to make, and I feel like you can only choose one for some reason. If this is like an opportunity, then maybe you've just not got time for both or something. But it's like, because you can only choose one of these things or people, there is someone less disappointed, and there's someone who's kind of in the middle a little bit between the two of you. It's interesting because I'm just being shown there's so many little pieces here missing. Like, there's so much which isn't really being revealed right now. Like, maybe you don't understand how this relates to you. Like, some of you are like, I've not got one person, let alone two. But no, there's definitely going to be two people coming through here wanting you to make a decision. I feel like someone here is going to say, I need you to make a choice. I need you to tell me what's going on. Or it's like you're going to be asked to make this decision. I actually see you trying to work your way around it. So some of you are trying to avoid making this decision, but there is actually going to be a decision for you to make here. You know, don't shy away from it. It's interesting because this morning, my Instagram reading, the first thing I got, I was just really, really drawn to this quote, you know, and basically it's saying like every day we have to face our fear, you know, every day try and do something that scares you. And that's what I feel like you're being asked to do right now. You know, the Instagram reading was all about us being more conscious of every little decision we make throughout each day and seeing how those little decisions eventually make a big change. You know, some of us are asking for big change here. We're asking for like a situation to transform completely. We'll have a look at, you know, what are the little decisions you make each and every day, and is there a way that you can maybe make a different decision which is going to change your situation? With the Seven of Wands, I just see you trying to avoid an unavoidable situation because maybe you're scared of making this decision. And it's important that actually you try and stay balanced and you know, go straight through, get to the core of a situation, make the choice which makes you happy, make the choice which feels more aligned with you. There's something about this Hierophant card that I need to clarify. So let me just get a card for this Hierophant. Yeah, it's the Hanged Man. So this is like linked to your spiritual growth in a way. They're showing me like a child growing up and like outgrowing their clothes. So something you may have wanted like a few months ago or a few years ago or maybe even like a few days ago, I feel like you've grown since then, and there's something that maybe you thought you wanted but you might be realizing you don't. And please remember, you know, this does not have to be love related. We're keeping this open for now. We're going to do love messages afterwards. So there's something that maybe you thought you wanted and you're realizing, actually, I'm not sure I want that anymore. So there's going to be like a new thing or a new person or situation here which feels more aligned because you've had this change perspective. Like, what you thought you really wanted to commit to, maybe you don't want to commit to. Now, some of you are being guided towards a more spiritual path. Some of you are being guided away from traditions. So maybe, I don't know, say everyone in your family went to university and you don't want to go to university. That's just an example. But it just feels like you want to do something so non-traditional, and it's important that you do that, because this is part of your spiritual path. I actually feel like you're the one who's meant to be bold and brave and courageous enough to do something different, to do something a little bit scary. But because like staying in your comfort zone right now is not going to serve you. Staying in your comfort zone is going to make you feel a little bit frustrated. With this Six of Cups card here, I really do feel like what you thought you wanted in the past, you're realizing I don't want that anymore. That's not really like aligned with me, you know, that's not something which I it's just basically not something that I want anymore. Yeah, look, we've got the Eight of Wands here, so it's like things are going to move forwards quite quickly, but there's just this decision for you to make. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Look, leave the past in the past. What you thought you wanted, I just feel like it's not aligned with you right now. You know, this could also be about a person. You know, maybe there is someone who at this moment in time is not aligned with you, and that is okay. You know, when we accept that, what we do is we actually give that person more freedom to go and realign themselves, you know, because we're saying, this isn't working right now, you know, we're not at the same level, but we're not saying never either. We're just saying that at this moment in time, this is the current situation. It's very easy to start looking ahead and like looking back at the past and not wanting to let go, because what we want, you know, what we want isn't here right now. So instead we look ahead and hope it's going to happen, or we look back to times where, you know, that was ours, and actually that will just create a lot of frustration. So you're being guided to just look at the present situation and make a decision based on that. I have just seen as well someone from Australia who said, it's Tyler, who said you finally got to see a live. At what time is it in Australia? Do let me know, because I want to make sure that I can do these lives at times which kind of, you know, everyone can catch them at some point, even if it's not every week. So do let me know what the time is there. Okay. Hi Julie, I've only been on for like 10 minutes or so, and as always I ramble at the start, so you've hardly missed anything. So yeah, the Seven of Swords. There's something here for you to leave behind, and I honestly, I see this decision. Yeah, we've got the Fool here. I see this decision coming up for you, and this is going to relate to whatever area it needs to relate to. So what I'm saying is, whatever part of your life which you've been maybe resisting making a decision around, that's what you're going to be guided to make this decision. So if you've been maybe like stuck in the same job and you've hated it, then I actually feel like, you know, you're going to have to make a decision about your job situation if you want it to shift. They're showing me you're being given a driving key. It's like you've just passed your driving test. You're like, okay, cool, I want to do this on my own. Like, I'm empowered. I'm ready to, you know, co-create more. I'm ready to maybe like make some more decisions for myself, and yeah, just act with like a little bit more kind of like control. And it's like you pass your test, you've been given these car keys. You know, you have to get in, you have to be brave, like you have to actually accept some kind of responsibility here. Like, you're being given this key, and like you're the one who's gonna choose which road you want to drive on. You know, you're the one who's gonna choose a direction right now. So this could be like relationships, you know, it could be career, it could be like to do with some kind of healing you need to do. But there's just this choice which unfortunately only you can make. Life isn't always fair. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that, but life isn't always fair. Not everything can always be perfect. It's not realistic. And some people will definitely disagree with me. But the thing is, like, you know, it's a universal law, you know, like everything moves in cycles and rhythms. So there's going to be times like the Wheel of Fortune where you feel on top of the world, and there's going to be times where you don't. That is the natural cycle of the universe. You know, and it's important that you actually just embrace that you actually just accept that, you know, right now things are just like moving in this way. They're going round in cycles, and sometimes life does feel unfair. Sometimes it feels like this isn't where I want to be right now. This isn't the situation I want to find myself in. we have the Emperor. Interesting that I picked up on some Aries energy before as well, because here it is. Now, with the Emperor, you really are being guided to embrace more of your masculine energy. So this means about, in certain areas, you know, where can you take action? You know, what can you do? You know, what changes can you make which is going to like shift this situation? Now, I am also picking up on, this could be a person here right in the middle. I don't know why, but I do feel like there is someone hanging around right now. I feel like there's someone who's lurking a little bit. Like, this person seems to be in the shadows right now. They might not be expressing themselves to you, but this person is becoming increasingly aggravated by your situation or your presence. Like, I don't know, it's like some serious jealousy. Like, this person feels quite envious of you. Someone who can be a little bit controlling as well. So there's someone here who might try to like micromanage you. Like, if this is a boss, it's someone who definitely like micromanages and speaks down to you. But it doesn't have to be a boss. It's this like envious, controlling person who I'm picking up on. And maybe this person just hasn't changed. You have a Chariot. This person's coming towards you. So this person is planning on moving towards you. And it's it flew out again. I feel like we need to take this card. Yeah, so there's this person who is moving towards you, and this might very well be this decision you have to make, because this person, like I said, a little bit controlling, manipulative. They seem to be coming in with quite a lot of energy here with this Chariot card. They want to move towards you. It's like if you try to move away, this person will move closer. This Five of Swords, even if you try to leave this person behind, they're coming back in. This person is not prepared to be left behind. It's like, you can't leave me, you can't abandon me. This person has some serious attachment to you. This is, it feels like it's someone who you were connected to, quite a deep soul connection. Like, it does feel like really, really strong friendship, or like a romantic energy here. It's someone who maybe released you. Like, maybe this person actually walked away from you, but actually they want to move closer here. There's so much confusion around this situation. I feel like this person made a decision from a place of like clouded judgment. I don't know if they made an incorrect judgment about you or the situation, or this person, you know, just has a clouded judgment. Like, they just overthink things, they get stuck in their heads, they get caught up in this illusion. But this person is coming in with like a lot of energy. So we're going to continue to pull cards. Okay, that's really useful actually, knowing everyone's times. So Australia, it's between like 11 and midnight, I presume, depending on where you are. And then like 7, 8 a.m. in America. That's not too bad. Although I have no idea what you guys are doing at 7 a.m. on a Saturday. Go back to bed. You can watch this later. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. Someone here is feeling so defensive over you. Like, this person is refusing to let go. Like, this is a very strong attachment. It's a really, really strong attachment. And this person is being stubborn about it. Like, this isn't devil energy in the sense that, you know, sometimes we know when someone's attached to us, like, we can sense it. I feel like you might not even be aware of this person's attachment to you. It is like a little bit stalkerish, but it's not like scary. It's just like this person has deeper feelings than they have let on. Like, they haven't told you how they feel. There's just this person who, they are kind of like refusing to let you go. $5 in the morning. Wow, where is that? So 5 would be 8 hours. So is that like Mountain Standard Time? Page of Pentacles. Something small is coming. Like something small but something tangible. So this is this person coming in with like this little offer, this little gesture or gift. But they're going to have to put their ego to one side. So that is the obstacle here. You know, if this is someone who you are connected to romantically, then this person has, like I said, quite a big ego, can be manipulative and controlling. I mean, we all can. You know, we all have, like, the capability of choosing to act that way. But this person kind of unconsciously does act that way. I want to say, like, the majority of the time. Like, I feel like this person really does have quite a big ego. Now, they're going to have to put that to one side here, because whether you realise it or not, they're going to come in. And I'm getting February 2020, so I don't know why February 2020 is coming to my head. I don't know if something happened then, but it might be someone who you were connected to February 2020. Or maybe something significant happened then. That won't be for everyone, but that is something I'm picking up on. Yeah, the Sun. So this is coming back to that decision you'll have to make. You know, with the Sun, you're being asked to choose what brings you happiness. You know, choose what, you know, what changes your situation, what brightens your day. Like, if this is a person, then choose a person who makes you happy. It's as simple as that. And I mean truly happy. Like, don't choose a person who you have attachments to, or the person who is attached to you. You know, ask yourself, does this person or does this situation actually make me happy? Do I smile when I'm around them? Do I laugh? You know, do I feel energized when I, you know, do something, if this is a job that we're speaking about? It's important to be honest with ourselves when we ask these questions. Like, for example, say you've got this friend and you've had this best friend for, like, years, like, I don't know, like 10, 15, 20 years or whatever, and you kind of realise, actually, this person doesn't make me happy. Like, I don't enjoy speaking to this person anymore. Like, we're living different lives now. Like, we're not on the same page anymore. And it's okay, you know, that is, it's okay. It's important to accept that. So just have that moment of just thinking things through and being like, okay, being brutally honest with myself. How do I feel? Yeah, 10 of Wands. What has become a burden here? Is it a burden? Is it heavy to carry? How does your energy feel when you are around this person or situation? If it feels heavy, you know what you've got to do. 10 of Swords here. Let it go. Because with these two tens, and we've got the Fool and the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is a lot. So the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands is really confirming that there's going to be this big ending. I'm not going to lie to you, like, I felt it since the start of this year. There's going to be, like, this big ending coming up, because sometimes we always think, like, oh, January is the new year, but it isn't. You know, spring is the new year. So really, we're still in this winter period. We're still in this place of reflection. The new beginning happens in spring, not in January, not on January the 1st. That's just New Year's Day. It's not the new year. So we're still actually going through this process of being like, well, actually, what do I need to leave behind? You know, so don't feel guilty if you've, like, not made your New Year's resolutions or set your intentions yet or whatever, because you're still in this period of deciding what it is that needs to end so that you can experience these new beginnings. With the Ace of Swords and the Fool here, you're so close to this fresh start. The Ace of Swords is telling us there's going to be this big breakthrough. There's going to be kind of like new information, new clarity, like just this new day. Like, something is going to happen here which is going to be truly exciting. But first of all, it's important to think about, you know, what does need to be left behind here. It is really, really important. I'm just going to have a moment to read through your guys' comments so that I can just check. Yeah, there is, like, this really defensive energy coming through. So I would not be surprised if, you know, this person does come in, you know, with even, like, this small beginning. It's like page energy. It's not king. Like, this person might not be fully stable just yet. Now, for some of you, this might not be like your divine counterpart, so don't get hung up on that, because for some of you, this is definitely someone else who's coming in for some kind of, like, closure or something. Yeah, and as Julie said, you can't choose someone who doesn't reciprocate. So, you know, you can't make a choice that isn't there to be made. Okay, I'm going to put these cards away and we're going to do another spread. I'm going to get Romance Angel card to begin this next spread. So we're going to look into, you know, love and romance. But the opening message is basically like you're going to have a decision to make in some aspects of your life. And it's important to choose, you know, what it is that makes you happy. Leave the past behind. And it's okay if what you thought you wanted you don't want anymore. Okay, we've got this honeymoon card. So there is maybe like some kind of travel coming up. But I also feel like some of you might be a little bit frustrated at a distance between you and another person. Or the fact that you can't travel. Yeah, this engagement card. So for some of you, there is like this connection that you have in your life where I feel like there needs to be some kind of movement here in terms of when you two actually reconnect physically. That is when there is going to be this high level of commitment. Now, if you have a holiday planned with someone or some kind of travel planned with them, then this might be a wonderful time for some kind of high levels of commitment as well. So let us see what this situation is about. I do feel like there's someone here who wants to make some kind of proposal or offer. Maybe this person wants to like ask you if you want to go away for a few days. This feels really exciting. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is it's a physical meetup to me. Three of Cups is like, yeah, spending time with someone physically, like a date or a reunion or something. I don't know, you're going to be meeting up with someone and this person is then going to try and give you more commitment. This is coming as well, yeah, Seven of Wands. This person is kind of working hard on it right now. They're working hard on finding a way to either meet up with you or travel with you. And that is going to be the big breakthrough here. Yeah, this person, look, this person really appreciates you. This is someone who feels like you are very abundant, successful. This person loves your energy. They love like the vibe you give off. Now with the Empress, this person might very well feel like you are future wife or husband material. Like you could be, you know, the mother or father to their kids. Like this person here really sees you with the Empress as like a permanent feature. Like this person wants you in their life long term. They appreciate you. They feel like you're successful. Maybe even like a little bit lucky to them. Like this person feels like you're some kind of like lucky charm. Now the Seven of Wands, there's still work to do here. You know, I'm always as honest as I can be. And with the Seven of Wands, there is still some work to do. So maybe this person sees you as the Empress, but you don't fully feel that. You know, so maybe like this is an important opportunity for you to do some work on yourself to make sure that you do feel as confident as this person feels you are. And there's also some work to do on this connection a little bit. So we're going to see what this hard work is coming up. Because this Seven of Wands, I feel like, I don't want to say like a little challenge to overcome, but there's definitely going to be something for you to be quite proactive about. Okay, Ten of Cups. This isn't what I expected. It's actually a lot more, positive than I expected. So that's good. Now, the Seven of Wands, this work which you're going to be doing with this Ten of Cups, this is about building a home or creating a family together. You know, it doesn't have to mean children as well. So don't worry if you're not at a point where you want kids or you can't have kids or whatever. This is just saying like, the hard work you're going to be doing in this connection is that you are going to be like building a home, like building a relationship, trying to find a way to make this work. If you've got kids with other people, or they've got kids with like another person or other people, then it's about finding a way to manage that, finding a way to balance it. That is the challenge. You know, the challenge is basically finding a way to make this family come together. It's actually a really nice energy that I'm getting today, because I feel like this person really wants to make it happen. You know, this engagement card, like they want it as much as you do. Now, if you haven't met this person just yet, then they might very well be showing up quite soon. So do not worry if you're in a situation where you're like, oh, this could not be for me. Who knows? This could very well be someone who you meet very, very soon. You'd be surprised at how quickly things move when you do meet someone who's aligned with you, because there's nothing to delay you. You know, if you're both aligned with each other and you've both done a lot of healing, and you know you've grown, you're in a good place, then what is the wait for? You know, you don't have to wait for this person to catch up. You don't have to wait for the two of you to be on the same page, because you've attracted each other because you are on the same page, because you both want the same things. So you know, when we end up connecting with someone who's actually in alignment with us, it does move very fast. So this 10 of Cups, I'm excited. Some of you guys are going to be working on building a home together. I do also feel a lot of travel coming through, like a big holiday coming through. Yeah, so, you know, just reading what like Nicole's put there about, you know, putting her happiness first, leaving the past behind. And yeah, definitely don't feel bad for outgrowing people who didn't get the chance to grow with us. You know, not everyone is here forever. You know, some people are only here to walk certain parts of our path with us. And also, everyone has free will, you know. So when we're growing, what we're doing is we're giving the people around us the opportunity to grow with us as well. And some people will, you know, most people will, because we're all kind of growing in our own unique ways. But, you know, some people might choose not to. And that's something which is outside of our control. It's something which might be upsetting, because you are outgrowing a personal situation. But when you accept that, what you can do is you can release that attachment to that person. You can start to work on, you know, attracting someone who's more aligned with you, if this is a romantic situation, for example. You know, or it might be that maybe as you distance yourself, this person starts to or chooses to grow with you. So we can't force another person to grow. And the more you try and, you know, water that other person, the less nutrients you're giving yourself. So it's important that, you know, we focus on our own growth and accept that every single person around us, this could be a family member, a friend, a colleague, you know, a partner, every single person we have a relationship with, you know, they have to choose to grow. You know, they're in control of their own path, and they either, you know, grow with us, or, you know, you'll grow apart. There's the Tower. That came out in today's Instagram reading as well. We got the Tower. So, I mean, there's a lot going on. I'm not going to take all these cards. There's way too many. But there's a lot going on here with this Tower. But with the 10 of Pentacles underneath it, it's not bad at all. It's about sudden things. You know, the Tower is like really sudden and unexpected change. And it is, you know, often divine intervention. But people fear the Tower. But, you know, to me, I see the Tower as the shake-up that we need. It might not be the shake-up that we want. You know, when the Tower strikes, it's kind of like it happens because maybe we were in a situation that we needed to be removed from, you know, for our own highest good. So the Tower only ever shows up when something happens for our highest good. You know, it shows up when something might feel uncomfortable, it might be sudden, it's unexpected, but it's going to change our lives forever. And that is what's happening here. You know, this engagement in Three of Cups, there is really strong marriage vibes here. You know, I do feel like either you've just met or you are about to meet someone who you could have a family with, someone who you could get married to. This 10 of Pentacles, this is someone who unexpectedly maybe is in it for the long run. And, you know, this could be someone who you want to reconcile with. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a new person. So be open to, you know, the way this is meant to be received for you. Yeah, for some of you, look, there is this Six of Cups. For some of you, there is someone who you had an ending with who's going to come in here and give you this Ace of Pentacles, give you something stable. But overall, with this Nine of Swords, Spirit's saying you can't worry about it. There is no point worrying about it or being anxious about who that person is. You know, I've been there just being like worried about, oh, well, you know, how is this meant to turn out? You know, how will I know if I've met the right person? How do I know who is the right person for me? And, you know, just let go of those worries and just trust, you know, trust your path a lot more, and things will start to be revealed. But this Tower is definitely popping up. So there's this big shift which is taking place. With the Six of Pentacles, look, someone here has a gift for you. Someone here is going to be offering you this engagement or this asking to meet up with you. But I actually feel like this is about an engagement. It's about single people coming into relationships. It's about couples choosing that next level of commitment, whatever that is for them. There is this opportunity here to really move like a love situation forwards. Now, it's important that we do our work. It's really important that, you know, we make sure that we are ready. So if you feel like maybe there's not been a shift in your love life for so long, then, you know, reflect on like what are your beliefs around love and relationships. You know, what parts of the past are you still holding on to? Maybe even get therapy or counselling. I know that helped me so much in like all aspects of my life, but sometimes just having like someone to talk to, like a professional who can help you work through that, is really useful. But with this Six of Pentacles, I am excited. This feels like more of like a longer term reading. It doesn't feel like this is coming up for like next week or anything. It feels like over the next 6 months to like 12 months, so over this year 2021, it really does feel like there is this opportunity coming for a relationship to either come together or move towards higher levels of commitment. I knew the Tower was going to come out. There was no way it was... I knew I should have left it out when it fell out, but I didn't. I shuffled it back in, but it's coming out again because it wants to be on the table, because this energy is really prominent. This is going to be a time of change and transformation. It's going to be a time of divine intervention. But you are so protected. You know, the Six of Pentacles, I feel like Spirit is trying to say here, whatever shifts take place, you know, they're always a blessing in disguise. It's always a gift from the universe, even if it doesn't feel that way at the time. We attract what we need, what we want, not what we want. You know, sometimes what we want isn't for our highest good. It doesn't happen. But then we attract something which actually we need. And if you can accept that and just go with the flow of it, then who knows, maybe it will be exactly what you wanted all along, but just never realised it. Yeah, look, we have the Death card. Now, when the Death card shows up, I always feel like we need to allow ourselves some time to grieve. We need to allow ourselves some time to reach a place of acceptance, especially underneath the Empress, which is where I wanted to put this card. You know, this is you, and you're being guided to think about, where are you still holding on to the past? What beliefs do you have which, you know, are maybe like conditioning from childhood or from previous relationships or whatever it is? You know, death always shows up when we're at the end of something, but it also shows up when we're at the beginning of something, because there is life after death. You know, death is not the end. It just might feel like it. So maybe where you are at right now is you might feel like something is over, but actually what you're about to experience is this beautiful transformation where you realise it isn't over, it's actually only just beginning. And life after death is a lot kind of longer than life before death, if you get me. It's like once you've been through this transformation, you get to just completely start again. You get to be different. You get to, look, there's a gateway here in the distance, and it's like you get to walk through there towards the sun, and it is going to be like heaven on earth. It is going to be like this really positive relationship or situation that you find yourself in. So if it feels like the end right now, it's okay. You know, it's okay. And it's also okay to be sad about it. You know, sometimes we know we need to move away from someone. You know, we know we need to accept an ending, but we don't want to because it's painful. You know, that is why we grieve. And don't feel guilty for knowing that you need to do something, but maybe not wanting to do it. That's okay. You know, we've all been there. So this is about giving yourself the opportunity to release, giving yourself the opportunity to heal and to refocus on yourself. I do think some of you are putting on a really good front right now of being okay, and maybe there's more going on underneath the surface. You know, so maybe if you feel this way right now, like everyone's looking at you being like, okay, you know, you're doing really well, like you're successful. Maybe you don't feel that inside, and it's important to acknowledge, you know, the feelings that you do have and work through them. There is strong children vibes here as well coming through. with this 10 of Cups. Yeah, there's the Magician. So for some of you, there is, like, for some of you, you may be like, yeah, we've got the Lovers here. You might be, like, aligning with someone who you could have children with or something with this Magician card. But, or maybe, like, manifesting. This could even be because the Magician is about things moving from the 5D to the 3D. It's about bringing our intentions to fruition. So for some of you, if you've been maybe thinking about children, then over the next, like, 6 to 12 months, it could very well be that you do find yourself pregnant. Or maybe, like, even meeting someone who has kids. You know, maybe if you've always wanted to be like a stepmom or a stepdad, then you might very well meet someone who has kids. But this Magician energy really is saying that whatever your intentions have been, it's on its way. And it is coming towards the 3D. With this Lovers card, it might not be here right now. You know, for some of you, you might not be able to feel like that tangible result. You know, you might have set intentions for it, but it's not here in the physical realm. And Spirit is just confirming it is on its way. You know, something here is definitely shifting from a 5D to the 3D. Yeah, so if you find that you're having dreams, like Julie said there, if you're having dreams, then pay attention to those dreams. You know, we often get revealed to us, like, future events which are about to take place. You know, we have, like, premonitions or receive messages from our guides for our dreams. 10 of Pentacles. This shift that is going to take place, it's going to be this 10 of Pentacles. It's going to be, look, there's the child. This is the family, the stability, the home. The shift which is going to take place, it's going to bring about that stable relationship that maybe you've wanted. So if you've been setting intentions for, like, stability around love, then that is what is coming here with this 10 of Pentacles. It is created through hard work. You know, two people don't just come together and it doesn't just happen. You know, you both have to kind of choose each other. You both have to put the effort in. You have to build something together in order for it to last. You know, like, some people say you shouldn't have to put an effort into relationships. They should just happen. But I don't really believe that personally. I think we always have to, you know, put effort into relationships, all relationships, because ultimately, you know, if we want a relationship with someone, whether this is romantic, friendship, or family, you know, we do have to invest our energy into that. Like, the energy you invest in, you get out. You know, so if you put effort into something, to build something with someone, then you're going to get that out as, like, a reward, so to speak. Yeah, some of you are definitely dreaming of babies right now, so that's interesting. You know, babies also represent new beginnings. It's the birth. So this doesn't have to be like a physical pregnancy, you know. It could very well be that this ending that you're accepting, you know, your dreams are showing you actually there's going to be new life. There's going to be a fresh start. Two of Cups. This is interesting. This is really interesting. I'm getting, like, water and earth energy here because obviously she's in the water and she's on ground. So I'm getting water and earth energy, but it does not have to be. Now, the Two of Cups is speaking of commitment and partnership, and it's come right under the Three of Cups. So I really do believe, you know, Three of Cups can be like weddings and announcements and births. Two of Cups is like commitment, marriage, relationships. This engagement card and the honeymoon card is just screaming like wedding vibes. And like I said, I'm not saying that next week you're going to get proposed to, but over the next 6 to 12 months, you might very well find yourself in a relationship which is going to lead towards that. Maybe you're already in a relationship and it could be leading towards that, but it's going to be an exciting year for sure. This person who you've either just met or are about to meet, I feel like they're like a gift from someone in spirit, like someone who knows you. Like your spirit guides has kind of brought this person into your life for a reason. They are like a gift. It's like both you and this person have been brought together for a reason, and it just feels like you've both been like gifted this relationship, so to speak. So with the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups, 100%, there is this commitment coming, and it's going to be big. You know, it is actually going to be huge. This tower is not to be taken lightly. You know, there's a reason I put it back in and it flew straight back out. You know, it was not about to be put away in the deck. It wants to be on the table. You know, you really need to notice that there is some quite big changes and revelations taking place. And the tower might feel uncomfortable. I'm not going to sit here and say that this is going to be some easy energy to navigate. For example, some of you might have to accept the ending of a situation to experience a new situation. You know, some of you might have recently lost someone. You know, that could have happened as well. So whatever your personal journey is right now, I'm acknowledging that, you know, it might not be comfortable, and these changes which are taking place might feel very unsettling. And that is why we're being guided to just take our time here, to take a moment to grieve, to accept, and to prepare for our new life as well. You know, there is a new life coming. I really feel like this year there's just like this fresh start, and they're showing me this starting line, and it's like we were all given the opportunity to get ready for this, but you know, because of people's own free will, maybe some people didn't. So, you know, like someone said earlier about how we can outgrow people in situations. It happens. So maybe everyone was given the opportunity that, you know, this is the starting line, but not everyone chose to turn up. And sometimes, you know, you can't wait at that starting line forever. You can't avoid running the race, you know, or taking part just because someone who you hoped would be there isn't there. It's kind of important that actually you just move forwards anyway. You take part regardless. You know, you choose to run the race regardless of who is by your side, because whoever is meant for us will be there. Whoever is aligned with us will be on that same starting line, and whoever is meant to be there for us, with us for like the long term here with his 10 of Pentacles, they'll also be there at the finish line. You know, I hope you all kind of like understand the metaphor that I'm trying to get across. Right, let us see. I'm picking up some Leo energy. So there's some Leo energy here as well. What's this about? The High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Some of you are definitely being guided to trust your intuition more. You know, put your pride to one side. Okay, so I'm being shown a very stubborn energy, and this resides within us all. It's interesting because I'm being shown this energy around us, and it's like we might be feeling a little bit stubborn or frustrated. Like, say you really wanted something to happen a certain way and it didn't. Some of you are holding on to that out of stubbornness, and I'm not criticizing, but it's important that you ask yourself, am I being too stubborn for my own good? Am I creating unhappiness because I'm refusing to accept the current situation? I'm refusing to be honest with myself. You know, just have that little kind of like self-check-in again and being like, where am I being stubborn? Where am I holding on and refusing change? Like I said, we all have that within us. We all have this this stubbornness. So it's about just making sure that it's not kind of sabotaging us in any way. Now, we've got the Queen of Wands as well. This is interesting. The Wheel of Fortune, there's about to be like a really fortunate change. I'm just getting good luck, good luck, good luck. And they're showing me, you know, that Chinese, I don't know, is it a money cat? The Chinese gold cat, that like its arm moves like that. That's what I'm seeing right now. I actually don't know what that symbolizes at all. So if you do know what that golden cat that you always see around Chinese New Year, if you do know what that means, then please let me know, because that's what I'm being shown. I can't like grasp it myself. So there's like this fortunate shift taking place. It is really lucky. Like, honestly, some of you guys are going to be engaged by the end of this year, and what's even funnier is some of you haven't even met the person who's going to be proposing to you. It's like this could be a new person who shows up in like a month, but then by Christmas you'll be engaged. So it's kind of crazy. Like, this is going to be a massive year. It's going to be huge. And trust your intuition. Some of you just know. Some of you just know that something is shifting. You know, it's like you have this gut feeling that this is going to be the year where everything changes, and I really do believe it. I honestly do. And like I said, spring to me is the new year. So spring is where I see the year beginning. So I still feel like we're stuck in 2020 for now. 2021 begins on the spring equinox for me. Okay, so that golden cat is about money, good luck, wealth, health, abundance. So it is basically a lucky cat. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of good luck coming here. And it's what you deserve. The Wheel of Fortune to me, it's karma. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is saying that, you know, the energy that you put into moving the wheel indicates the momentum you get. If you look at a wheel that's not moving and don't touch it, you get nothing out. If you can try to move that wheel, then it will start to move. You know, the law of karma isn't about us kind of like attracting what we deserve. Karma is about us like receiving things or seeing the results of the energy that we invest. So what you've put in, you're going to get out. You know, the work you've done on yourself, for example, the work you've done on loving yourself, you're going to see that manifest in a relationship with another person. Because the more you work on loving yourself, the more love that you will then attract. You know, that is naturally how the law of attraction and the law of karma works. Oh, so the golden cat isn't even Chinese, it's Japanese. That's interesting. So yeah, there is a lot of good luck here. Queen of Wands. It's funny because it's like, I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but even on your worst days, you are still a light for someone. You know, even when you feel like you're in a dark place, you are still a light to another person. And it's important that you don't ever forget that. Because I'm just being drawn back to this tower. Like, you know, whenever there is some kind of uncomfortable situation or changes taking place, whenever we're being asked to embrace this tower energy, which is change, we're, you know, naturally going to go through maybe like certain days or weeks or months, or maybe even just a couple of hours where we feel like we're in quite a chaotic energy. And even when you feel like you're in a dark place, even when you don't feel like an empress, you're still the Queen of Wands. You know, you're still holding a sunflower. You still are offering this light to other people around you. It's just maybe you don't feel like that way. But it's important that, you know, even when you feel really, really down in the dumps, you know that you are still a significant light in another person's life. You just might not realize it right now. Yeah, the Sun. Really confirming that message. Yeah, so I don't know why, because the Sun to me is normally a little boy, but obviously this is a little girl. So with the Magician, because this was the card where I was talking about maybe something manifesting from a 5D to the 3D, it might be like, it's like it's keeping us guessing, like a little girl or a little boy. Because, you know, as soon as I see the Sun, I'd be like, oh, okay, there's a little boy coming through. But because it's a little girl, I'm just like, maybe. Who knows? I feel like you're not meant to know. So if this is about a pregnancy, then you're definitely not meant to know the gender of this baby. And there we have the Fool. So we are ending this reading with this leap of faith. You know, this is about choosing a path you want to take and just going for it. It's about embracing new opportunities, new relationships. You know, and when I say new relationships, I don't always mean it has to be a new person. You know, I'll never tell any of my clients not to get back with an ex. You know, obviously unless that was a really, really horrible situation. But, you know, it's up to you what you choose to do. But just make sure if this is someone from the past coming back, make sure that there is changed behaviour and that you two are aligned. And even if it's a new person, you know, make sure that you're aligned with this person. Make sure that, you know, you are on the same page about, you know, life, relationships and the things that matter to you. Because if something is really important to you and it's not to this other person, then there's always going to be that underlying tension. But I feel like 6 months. I think 6 months is the time frame I'm getting mainly. I do want to say 6 to 12, but I feel for the majority within the next 6 months is going to be this big engagement or commitment made in your love life. And I know this feels like a super general message, but it is the collective energy. It's the way the collective moves. So it's like the work that we've done together, you know, how we're all moving forwards. This is the energy that is coming. You know, this is the energy which is entering the collective. Whether you're in a relationship which is going to move to the next level of commitment, or whether you're single and you're about to meet someone who is going to be really aligned with you and give you the commitment that you want. It's very, very lucky. This is like a fortuitous connection. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Serious long-term commitment here. Potential for family, moving in together, engagements, travel. Maybe you're even just going to like meet this person on a holiday. You're going to go away with them. It's really exciting energy. The Fool is just showing up to say, please do not be scared. Do not hesitate. You know, like I said at the start of this reading, I'm going to come back to try to do something every day which scares you a little bit inside, because that's when we know we are doing something, you know, for our growth. Growth is scary. It means leaving our comfort zone. It means leaving our familiar situation. So if you feel a little bit scared about something which, you know, you actually really want to do, that is a good sign that it is something you need to do, something which is going to bring about a lot of growth. So it's okay to feel scared, but, you know, don't let that fear hold you back. Thank you so much for that donation, Rebecca. I really do appreciate it. You know, I'm actually really enjoying buying new decks at the moment. It's, I would say it's my guilty pleasure, but I actually don't feel guilty about it at all. So it's just my pleasure. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave this reading here. I can't believe it's been an hour. It went really, really quick. Before I do go, you know, next week on Sacred Space, we have a really exciting week taking place with our Body Empowerment Week. So I'm actually going to be doing lives every single day, Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. UK time on Sacred Space. Do check it out. We also have 50% off your first month. So if you're not a member already, you know, you can really benefit from that. 50% off, so it's £20 for a month, and you know, if you don't like it, you can cancel. There's no set subscription, but you know, I'm really excited to see what comes through in the lives next week. So Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. every day, we're going to do a live reading, and we're also going to focus on body empowerment for that week. So there's going to be a theme, not in the readings, but around the other content that will be uploaded throughout that week. So yeah, it's going to be really, really exciting. I hope you all enjoyed that. Wishing you a wonderful weekend. Sorry that I had to change the time at such short notice. I will let you guys know as soon as I can about next week. But, you know, it was nice to see some of our Australian friends here as well who could make it, who probably normally can't because of a time difference. So I am going to have a think about that as well, because I want as many of you guys to be able to participate as possible. So, yeah, I'm going to let you all go. Those of you who are up really early, go back to bed. Yeah, I'll leave it there. So thanks for joining us, guys.